13 on the script for us.
That's right, sir. I think you're going to be pretty happy with this one.
Really? All right, good. But before we get too going, I gotta warn you, we're looking for something because of the success of Gremlins that's gonna kind of ride on the coattails of that theme. Little creatures that attack and terrorize a small Midwestern town. Is this like that at all, or?
Fortunately, sir, I actually started this script like 8 years ago, long before Gremlins came out, as I can prove on the date that's on the top of the script there.
Oh, yeah, well, that's disappointing. But that's okay. What is this about?
My script's about a bunch of small creatures that terrorize a farmhouse.
So how is that not like Gremlins?
Oh, well, our creatures are only a foot tall, they're furry, and they roll up in balls.
That's different. I like that. All right. So what's your name of your movie, and how does it start?
Well, it's called Critters, and it starts in space.
Space? Star Wars was in space, and that made a lot of money. And turns out people like space. I mean, go on.
Okay, well, it starts off us watching the critters being transported to a prison asteroid.
So they're in prison? Mm-hmm. What did they do?
Well, we never actually mentioned it, but by having them in prison, we're establishing that they're evil.
Subtle. I like that.
Thanks. So what's going to happen next is they're going to break out of their cell and they're going to steal a spaceship.
Wait, a spaceship? They're foot-tall creatures. How are they piloting a spaceship?
Well, they do have tiny little arms and legs.
So are the controls of the ship like made for tiny little arms and legs?
Well, we actually don't mention that either. But we figure if we only show like a couple seconds here and there, the audience won't even notice.
Well, I mean, that might work. What happens next?
Well, then we introduce some bounty hunters that are going to go after the critters.
Bounty hunters? Star Wars had bounty hunters too. And that movie did make a lot of money. So these guys are going to quickly find the critters, and there's going to be like this epic battle in space, right?
Not even close. They're actually going to spend 3/4 of the film looking in the wrong place for them.
Why is that?
Well, that way we can actually go and focus on our human characters and have character development.
Human characters? Mm-hmm. So they're eventually going to come to Earth?
Well, yeah, we figured if we put the critters on Earth, that way we can have most of the action at a farmhouse in like 3 other locations, and that way we're going to save a lot of money.
I do like saving money. Almost as much as I like making it. So tell me about these human characters.
Oh, well, they're called the Brown family. It's a mother, a father, an older sister, and a little brother. The mother and father just want to enjoy their quiet lives. The older sister wants to have sex with her boyfriend. And the little brother wants to go and just blow stuff up with his homemade fireworks.
Wow. That's character development.
Thanks.
Got anyone else?
We've got some minor characters, basically a sheriff, a cop, a receptionist, a town drunk, a priest.
Whoa. Town drunk? Did you say town drunk? I love those because it's so funny.
Actually, he's not in there for comedy. We only have him in a couple scenes to show the day-to-day routine of the town.
No. You should make him a main character.
Oh, what? Why?
God, he's I know. You could make him someone who believes in aliens. They talk to him through his dental records. That would be funny.
I suppose I could do that, but I don't really see what.
And you know what? He could be friends with the kid. You know, the one that blows stuff up. Hilarious.
It is?
It is. I'm glad you agree.
I do?
So, what are the critters doing in this movie?
Well, the critters, which we're going to call Krites, are going to go and...
Why are we calling them Cripes?
No, not Cripes. Krites, with a T.
Okay. Why are you calling them that?
Well, actually, we've got this pretty funny joke. I think you're going to like it. It happens later on. But anyway, the Krites are going to go and start...
Please,
what?
Stop calling them that.
Okay, well, the critters are going to go and start by eating a bunch of cows, and then they're going to eat this cop. Yeah.
They eat the cop?
Yeah.
What kind of family film is this?
It's not a family film. It's a horror movie.
then how are we supposed to sell little toys of critters to kids if this is a rated R film?
Well, Krites aren't really cute or anything. I don't think you could actually sell any critter dolls.
I got it. We'll use that new fancy PG-13 rating. We'll have to tone everything down a little bit, but, crisis averted. Continue.
Well, okay. Well, so after they go and eat the cop, they're going to go after the Brown family. They start by eating the older sister's boyfriend.
Whoa. How many people are they going to eat? Like, a lot of them?
Oh, yeah. That's their thing. They eat people.
It's going to be really, really hard to get and keep this PG-13 rating if they keep eating a lot of people. So let's have them eat something else instead.
Like what?
I don't know. I mean, they're on a farm. Chickens.
Chickens?
Chickens! Everybody loves chicken. I just had some chicken last night. I always say to myself, sometimes you just get the craving to eat a small flightless bird. Just stick with them eating chickens, and after the first 2 deaths, I think we can get away with that. What else do you got for me? I mean, what are the bounty hunters doing during all this?
Well, they land on Earth, and using their shape-shifting abilities, they're going to turn into a rock star.
Ooh, the phone. They can shapeshift?
Well, yeah, that's their thing.
Okay. Shapeshift. Perfect. You know what? Have one of them have a hard time deciding what he wants to be. That would be funny. I mean, even better, you know what? Have him turn into the cop, because that would be even funnier.
But the cop's dead by this point. He's been eaten.
We'll make him less eaten. Then he can turn into the dead cop, and we can keep our PG-13 rating.
Well, I suppose I could do that.
Perfect. So what are they doing?
Well, then they grab a police car and they're driving around looking for the Krites. But because they don't know where they are, they just go to random places and blow stuff up.
So what? There are several scenes where they're blowing things up. Why are they shooting the place if there's no critters?
Well, actually, they're known for random destruction. That's their thing.
I thought their thing was shape-shifting.
They got 2 things.
Fair enough. Okay, so you know what? I know. We'll have them drive the police car backwards.
Why?
Because they're aliens. They don't know our technology, right? I mean, it would be funny.
But one would imagine if they can fly a spaceship, then they'd be able to...
Yeah. If a foot-tall furballs can fly a spaceship and eat people, I don't think it's that hard. Make them drive the police car in reverse.
All right. They drive the police car backwards.
Great. Glad we agree. So, when does the dumb name joke take place?
Oh, right. So they go to a church and they're asking for the Krites, but the priest thinks they're asking for Christ. Hilarity ensues.
Yeah, let's cut that joke.
But then what are we going to call the critters?
I only see it a few times here. Keep the dumb name, lose the joke.
But then their main name doesn't make any sense.
Look, in a movie with foot-tall creatures who fly in spaceships, I don't think it has to make much sense. Just cut the joke.
All right, I guess you got a point. So after they go and eat a bunch of chickens, one of the Krites are going to start getting really big.
How big are we talking?
Well, large enough to grab the waist of the older sister.
That's big?
Yep. Oh, right, and by this time, the bounty hunters finally catch up to the Krites.
We're cutting the joke. You can stop calling them that.
Right, so they catch up to the critters and they start blowing them up. Oh, well, one big critter kidnaps the older sister and puts him in a spaceship where he's going to go in.
Ooh, the bounty hunters didn't blow up the critter ships beforehand or disable it some way?
Well, no, they were too busy looking in the wrong place for the critters. So the little brother actually goes in the ship before they launch. He gets his sister back, puts an explosive into the ship launches, they blow up the farmhouse, and then the explosive blows up the critters.
Whoa. So they blow up the farmhouse?
Mm-hmm.
These people that we spent the last 90 minutes getting to know and care about, we're just going to leave them homeless in the end?
Well, yeah.
No. that's not going to work. You're going to have to bring back the house and them at the end.
Why?
Because it's too depressing otherwise. We need an upbeat ending. We're talking Muppet movie level of happy. Use science fiction or whatever you have to, but bring the house back.
Well, would it make more sense then for me to just blow up the critters before they blow up the farmhouse?
Nah, people love explosions. Just blow it up and bring it right back. You know what? You know what else? You should have the bounty hunters take the town drunk with them at the end, because that would
be funny. Yeah, I got it. Oh, I almost forgot. We're also going to have the critters lay a bunch of eggs, so that way, if the film does well, we're already set to do a sequel.
Don't take this the wrong way, kid. I like the idea. We're definitely going to greenlight the film. But I wouldn't get yourself too worked up on a sequel yet. We'll be lucky if riding the coattails of Gremlins makes us our money back on this picture. But, it's worth a shot.